Well, to discuss the security implications of these incidents and the response from European authorities, I'm joined now by Ajmal Sohail. He's a counterterrorism and national security analyst. He's speaking to us from Berlin in Germany. So thank you so much, Ajmal, for joining us. A lot of things are going on, obviously, quite disturbing, really, the things that are going on. But these attacks, they seem to be targeting a lot of these Jewish sites. How concerned should we be, and how are these security services dealing with these?
So thanks for having me. This phenomena actually needs a little bit of academic or research-based analysis, which may take a little bit more time. But by the way, I will try to finish as fast as possible, or the time allows me. So the issue is actually with the anti-Semitism. It is we could discuss it in three categories. The first is the state level, and then the groups, and then the individuals. The state actually they use it as a state rhetoric to mobilize, or as a tool or as a strategy for mobilization, or to rally the community or the people behind their political rhetoric, or or their messaging or their policy. And then we have the groups. They use it as a tool of radicalization. They would like to radicalize the people. So the easy tool is the anti-Semitism. And then we have the individuals who are inspired, or the people or the individual who are self-recruited, and in the digital world, what the information is put that the people all read it. So this is the issue. It is a huge security or national security issue for all the European countries, because they are not handling a certain group or certain network. Rather, they have to monitor the influence of the state level, the state players, and then the non-state players, and then the individuals. In this case, it makes it a little bit difficult for the European countries on the top, like Great Britain, and also the other European countries to tackle this situation.
Ajmal, I want to get your thoughts, because we don't really know why counterterrorism, or these these counterterrorism officers are in fact dealing with this case. Is it really terrorism that we're looking at? I mean, it's being classed as terrorism, but why is it the counterterrorism department?
So the counterterrorism, however, I have a little bit, how can I say, issue with. This is something that we cannot prevent it, because it is a social crisis. Of course, it is a social matter, but still, it is an act of terror when someone is not directly involved in like conflicts, or in wars, and you are attacking them. It's, of course, it's an act of terror. So in this case, why the terrorists, the counterterrorism officers are deployed to investigate. You know that when an act of terror happens, then there are a couple of signs. Like the first thing is surveillance, and then we have like the elicitation, and then the finances, then the test of the security test, and then rehearsal, and finally the deployment and logistics. In this case, the counterterrorism officers or experts, they have to look all these cases where the surveillance happened, whether it was digital or it was physical, and where were the security gaps that they used these security gaps to an incident to take place, and then how these finances came, because it is when it is from a network. So there was a communication between the individual and the network. This network comes from where? There's communications, there's all these things, and then the finance.